Resource utilization is going to be very, very important, and Arlet will be the final pick, going over to Cram. One of the few EXP lanes left, still pretty solid for them. But what are your thoughts on the drafts here, Gideon?
A lot of CC for the side of SRG. Any kind of advantage, or most importantly, priority in the lanes is going to lead to some form of a consequence on the opposite side. Panda's in an extremely volatile lane with Innocent, so I'd assume it's going to be gold. But Miko, I think his job is the hardest, right? He needs to figure out where Sakai's is, but also keep track of Yums as well as Cram.
Yeah, especially with the nerfs to the jungle to make you take more damage early on. Heroes like Hilda have had it rough, but if anything can happen, it is the time to do it right now. The very last match of the regular season greets us as we welcome both Team Hawk and the Selangor Red Giants to the Land of Dawn.
Good luck to both sides here. Important match for Hawk. Let's see how good of a start it's going to go for them as they are on the blue side, starting on their purple buff. Sakai's on the same side of the map, going to be taking his orange. So he's not going to go for the traditional purple buff opener. Begs the question, where is Miko? My purple buff.
He did take the small purple buff though, so that's a little bit of reduced EXP for Skies. Both Yums and Stormy are here to make sure that Miko doesn't disrupt the Hayabusa's leveling.
For now, Yums doesn't mind taking the damage here. Miko has the general regeneration by just sitting in these bushes. However, I am seeing a Master Assassin coming in from this Moskov, and even for Cram, he's got to be careful because in the early game, he does not win against this Khalid. He will need his first item.
Yeah, it's surprising to see how aggressively he pushed up to take that duel, but Hesu is going to come out on top every time. Has more damage and more healing at level 2, so Cram cannot afford to be too greedy here.
Not to mention that he took Brave Smite, Wilderness Blessing, and as well as the traditional movement speed. Even so, I don't know if that's the smartest choice here. It just goes to show that Cram doesn't want to be in this lane. He wants to be in team fights at level 4.
Sky's going to be match as well. I guess if it's going to happen, now is the time.
Yep. Don't forget, while Innocent is playing the game, the Marshals are double-checking to make sure that the issue is completely done for. That's why we have Franklin, making sure that competitive integrity is always at an all-time high here at the MPLMY.
Yep. So hopefully everything is back in order. For now, we can see Innocent going to be freezing up his lane here to make sure that Panda doesn't get too much advantage, because we know early game Bruno can be pretty scary.
Land of Dawn.
All right. We are in. SRG at 3 kills. Team Hawk at 2. And Box in an unfortunate situation where he has already been picked off twice.
He has, but in terms of level, it doesn't seem like it's slowed him down just yet. He's currently level 7 to Sakai's level 7. Yes, he's down on gold, but I think the real question is, when do we see the EXP lead? Because that's what matters to the junglers the most.
I think in another 2 or 3 minutes, we will get to see a true separation of things. Because Max has already shown us what a Hayabusa is capable of if you give him 2 kills this early on. So if Skies can recreate that, if he gets the Sky Piercer, he becomes really, really scary.
He did first item Hunter Strike though, so it's not like it's an early Sky.
Speaking of there, he jumps in, Ogi Shadow kill Dinish, uses his ult gets extra defenses, and he gets pulled up. Skies makes a mistake. Earth Shatter, flicker forward right into the freeze, so Box also gets picked off. Jungle for jungle, Raging Sandstorm gonna land on both Stormy and Yum. Stormy loses his passive straight away, and now is stuck between 3 members of Team Hawk as they jump right forward. Miko gets the kill, Spear of Destruction, snipes Panda right in front of the turtle pit, and Innocent jumps in to get the double onto Dinish. Yums has been chased down by Miko and Hezu this whole time, but maybe they are too far in at this point, because now Innocent gonna be focusing on Miko. Miko wants to try and return the favor, but it's not gonna be enough. 1v3. That's gonna be quite a lot of trading.
The hell was that? Like, what went wrong? It went wrong so fast as well. SRG make the initial play, and all of them missing their flicker, all of them all using their battle spells to try and get the first initial kill. And yeah, maybe I guess it did that it was a 4v5 because Dinesh basically was out of the fight. But even so, the execution, what happened?
A bit messy. Sky has definitely made a mistake thinking he could get the kill, but the extra defenses. Oh, final slash pushing Hesu back into 4 members of the Red Giants, and the spear actually going to follow all the way to give Innocent a 5-minute killing spree.
Nicely done, nicely done. Selangor Red Giants now trying to pick up the pace here. Looks like they want to compensate for the previous mistakes. Currently 4-8. As long as they're 2-for-1ing, they're still going to be ahead of the game economic-wise. But with 93 more seconds until the next turtle spawns, we do see a missing bot tier 1. I'm waiting for the movements across the map. We see that Innocent is going to catch the mid wave first and give top wave over to Skies before they do anything else.
Miko in trouble. Full combo already used, but Spear of Destruction a bit too late. Cram dashes in once again, but no final slash this time. Skies looking for Panda. Does he have the Ogi Shadow Kill? Yes, he does, but it links over to Miko, so he's not able to get any pickoffs here.
Very good attempt from Skies. However, he does not have the Sky Piercer, so honestly, sticking around for these low targets probably ain't going to be the best for him.
Conceal play going to be used just to zone out Team Hack and give another free tower up top. Skies gets his Sky Piercer, but I think Innocent is the real problem now.
Yeah, the tier 2 is getting threatened. But unfortunately for Panda, did not win his lane hard enough. Doesn't help that Innocent was walking away with 3 kills after Panda died, so right now with 35 more seconds, what is the play? I mean, I want to see Hesu hit the backline, but I don't even think they guarantee win the fight even if he does land it on Innocent.
If possible, they need to get pickoffs. Team Hawk are getting to the point where their team fight is not going to be the best against the Red Giants with a 3k net worth lead in favor of the red side. Turtle coming up in 15 seconds. Ideally, they grab someone before then, though Miko walks in on the back, gonna find 3 members. Yumes has to dash out. Cram buying a lot of time. Finally flickers away from Dinish. The rest of SRG comes in. Miko revitalized, not gonna save him as the Ogi Shadow Kill spreads between multiple members in backline. Dinish forced to use ult, and Skies just walks away. They even get the mid tier 1.
Yeah, I mean right now, I think that Team Hawk is just grouping up way too much, more than necessary, right? Yes, there was a trade on the opposite side of the map where Box did get the tier 1. However, SRG just cracked open mid tier 1, which out of all the tier 1 turrets is by far the most important. Now this purple buff is never going to fall into the hands of Box because of that pressure, and with the 4.6k lead, this Lord seems to be inevitably in the hands of SRG.
And we already talked about how Team Hawk is a more early game oriented draft. Hilda, Khalid, heroes like this just don't scale up as well as the Red Giants. So 8 minutes in, 4k lead for them, game already falling in their favor.
That's pretty surprising, though. Pretty surprising that Team Hawk wasn't able to get more of an early game lead. I mean, Miko obviously was getting avoided for the first 2 minutes of the game, but afterwards, the consistent trades didn't really see much of a break for Team Hawk.
I thought Miko might want to stay and steal it, but he also realizes he would be in too much danger if he stayed. So he's going to disengage from that, while SRG continue to push towers. They're doing so much structural damage.
They are. I think that Miko also understands the Sakai's at level 12 as a second point in that ult, and it's going to do even more damage.
Oh, rotation. They want to try and gank Cram and Skies here. Miko making the call, but SRG not diving too deep. Miko trying to bait out the final slash here. Skies jumps in, Quad Shadow doing some damage, dropping low. Final slash comes out. Ogi Shadow Kill can be shared between Miko and Hesu with the Revitalize, so Miko is absolutely fine. And the Red Giants don't get too much from this, but they do take the top tier 2.
Nicely played by Team Hawk, but now they need to delay this Lord, right? Because it's accelerating the game a little too fast. They're going to lose their magic barriers on that top side, but they still hold 2 tier 2s on the outer reach. They could look to delay one of them, and they know that Sakai doesn't have his ult, so maybe they need to make a choice now.
What kind of choice can they make, though? Red Giants being very, very systematic. All the external towers are gone right before 10 minutes. Skies in the bottom lane using Ogi Shadow Kill to clear the wave, and
he's dead.
Are killing Panda at the same time.
I don't get it. They have magic barriers. They can walk out in front of the magic barriers. If they're scared of getting pushed in, then at the very least postpone and delay the other way.
Oh, okay, there's the CC they were looking for. The Miko Box combo picks off Skies.
Ooh.
Oh, final slash actually going to be dashed away from by Box, but Miko still left outside. Yumes with the Primal Wrath almost picks him off. Not able to, but Innocent's already jumping into the base, aiming for the mid inhibitor. They still have minion waves on the mid and top side. Wind of Nature just pushes by Innocent, so they can actually continue fighting, and that's exactly what Innocent is doing. Raging Sandstorm flickers forward, lands on 2, but there's no follow-up. Cram misses final slash again, but I don't think it matters too much for SRG. They just miss out on some kills.
Yeah, but they're going to keep on pressuring in this. They still need an inhibitor.
Yep, and they will get it. Nothing Team Hawk can do to stop this relentless advance. Great kill on Skies, but it's not enough.
Yep, it's not enough. I will say that Hawk, unfortunately, they have a very bad habit of hard tunnel visioning. They don't just look at the map and make decisions. They respond too much to SRG's pressure just because you have 4 man standing in front of an inhibitor doesn't necessarily mean that's their main focus.
And just look at the way SRG is playing this right now. The towers are just falling with almost no sort of
Are you
resistance.
kidding me?
Guy still gets that? When he walked away?
You're joking. Oh, that's so... I mean, sure. I mean, missing a purple, missing an orange buff, not the worst deal in the world, other than the 2-level difference. But Box will do something about it. Oh,
it's just the mental that.
Oh,
he actually goes for it. Spear of Destruction onto Hezu. He knows Cram is nearby to follow up. Cram doesn't have Flicker, but Innocent can just dash forward. Mega kill for the Moskov, and now targeting Miko. He does not care. Stormy freezes him. Good seal play from Yumes and Skies. They miss on Panda, but he still uses the Purify. So that's a battle spell baited out.
Okay, worth it, worth it. Yumes gets to keep his Flicker for now. I thought he was gonna Flicker Earth Shatter first, sure, but after that Purify, it's like, all right, nothing you can do about it. Now we got the Lord on our side. We're looking for the end game scenario because it looks like they found the checkmate angle.
AK goal lead, 12 minutes in. Danish is alone. Has Winter Crowd though, so survives the Yogi Shadow kill. Flicker forward by Stormy, gets the freeze into the onward Earth Shatter, and Box is gone. And the crystal is open, and Wind of Nature is popped, and Instant cannot be stopped.